Hi, welcome to Perplexed Damage. Tonight we're going to be going over the speed powers, and we're just going to go over just some minor changes that might have come into effect in 2014. Some various uses you could do with the abilities, and go on from there. In front of me I have the brand new War of Light Month 2 map. This is the OA, the Big W, Indoor-Outdoor map. And then I have, let's see, I think I did, yep, I got, 12 characters that are going to be representing each of the speed powers. So let's start things off with, we have Flurry, and Flurry is, we got Drax the Destroyer, the brand new one, going down here. Basically he's got a 8 attack for, or 8 speed for 11 attack and 3 damage. So basically Flurry reads, give this character a close combat action. After the close combat action resolves, it may make a second close combat attack as a free action. And some stuff in there, when you say close combat attack, it's not a close combat action for free. So some of the things that you can use, those are just, I think they're just normal attacks. But a couple things to remember is that you still got to use the Flurry, even if you crit miss, take Mystics damage, or steal energy. And if the Flurry is not shown still, you can go ahead and still use the second attack. And it also does not activate the damage depletion modifiers. So sort of like with the duo attack ability, it doesn't go down -1 for each attack. So basically, what Drax would do, we're going to use these Asgardian trolls as the victims on the maps. So basically, he would do an 11 against a 17, roll for it, and then no matter what happens, he could do another attack for the 11 against whatever defense. So, okay. Next one is Leap Climb. That's going to be represented by Rocket Raccoon. So, little guy there. Okay. He's got it on his 4th click. So Leap Climb is give this character a move action and move it up to its speed value. During this movement, this character adds 2 to its d6 roll when breaking away, and can use the improved movement through elevated terrain, hindering, I believe that was blocking terrain, and then he also gets the move through squares adjacent to or occupied by opposing characters. And then also when you give this character a close combat action, it may target a character regardless of the target's elevation. So basically, if he's on the borderline of the elevation, the next adjacent square above him or next to him is elevated, he can hit somebody who's on the edge, or vice versa. If he's on the edge and they're down below, he can still hit him for close combat. So basically, let's say he's adjacent with all these Asgardian trolls, and so basically, what Rocket Raccoon would do is he would roll d6 for breakaway, while before these new rules, you could go ahead and leap away just like phasing and teleporting. So basically, he needs to roll anything but a 1 to go ahead and leap away. He can ignore hindering, and if he's out here, he can go ahead and ignore for outdoors. You can ignore blocking, outside, elevation, leap up and down, stuff like that. So, okay. Alright, so that's Leap Climb. Phasing and Teleport, I have that being represented by the Collector over here. So, Collector's got a 7 speed for phasing and teleporting. Phasing and teleporting has give this character move action and move it up to its speed value. This character can use improved movement through elevation, hindering, blocking, terrain, and other characters during this movement. So unlike Leap Climb, Phase and Teleport can freely move even if they're adjacent to opposing characters. So a good thing to do here is like normally he would have to, he's got a 7 attack or 7 speed. If he wants to get over on this side outside, normally you would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's not quite there, but with this, all he's got to do is just go 1, 2 through the blocking, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and he's outside. So basically, he just phase through the wall over to the outside, so he's away from danger. So that's basically phase and teleporting. Earthbound and Neutralize. This character possesses the normal combat symbols, which is the foot, normal attack, normal defense, and just the regular damage symbol. Representing for that is Giganta. She's got it on her top click, and she's got a 6 speed. But one thing that's different about this is that the only thing that's going to be being affected is her. Gotta get this right. There we go. Being the giant symbol for giant reach and great size. So basically, when she's on this click, she's just a normal little person, and then once you give her a 1 token and then another token and push her, she becomes giant or great size with charge, super strength, invincible, and outwit for 4 damage. So basically, she becomes the colossal that she appears to be. So kind of got to be kind of eerie about these clicks. Sometimes they show up on the top clicks. Sometimes they show up near the end, halfway. So it's not the end of the world if this happens. It just, you just got to go with it. All right, for the charge, let's see here. We got get this character that'll be represented by Ronan the Accuser. I believe it's on his 5th click from the new countertop display set. And charge is give this character a power action, halve its speed value for the action, move this character up to its speed value, and then it may be given a close combat action as a free action. This character ignores knockback. So basically, the key word there is the difference between action and attack. It's not an attack, it's an action. So basically, you get a free action. So basically, when you do charge, like what Ronan has, he has super strength, which is a common combo to put with charge. But you can also flurry, blades, end cap, quake, still energy, super strength, or exploit weakness. So basically, let's say you got somebody who has charge with flurry, blades, exploit weakness. You could do all that all together. So pretty crazy. So and then if an opposing character attacks him and rolls doubles, normally it's knockback or force blast. If you have charge, you can ignore that knockback after taking the damage. Okay, mind control is we have a Saturn girl here. Mind Control is, I guess I haven't been doing the colors for you, but you should be able to see what they are on your cards. Mind Control is the light blue, and light blue is give this character a close or range combat action, minimum range value of 4 that deals no damage. A successfully hit target becomes friendly to your force. Each target hit may be assigned 1 action as a free action, immediately after which the target becomes an opposing character again. Deal this character 1 unavoidable damage if the successfully hit target's combined point value is 150 or more. So it's pretty simple. Her range is 8, so the minimum of 4. She doesn't have to follow that 4. She could do the 8 range, which is actually pretty good for her mind control. So basically, she just attacks a person that's not causing damage, and basically, if she hits them, they're automatically mind controlled, and they can do a free action. Yeah, free action, as if they were friendly. So, and 150 or more, they gotta take on unavoidable damage. There's a lot of characters out there that say that they're not dealt damage because of this, and so they can mind control a 600 point character, and they're not taking the damage. So, okay. Next up is plasticity. My plasticity was Blob here from the Days of Future Past set. So basically, plasticity is this character adds 2 to its D6 roll when breaking away. Opposing characters can't automatically break away from this character, and subtract 2 from their D6 roll when breaking away from this character. Opposing characters entering a square adjacent to this character must end their movement, even if they would not have to do so normally. So basically, how you pertain to the roll-offs is basically he is anything, because breakaway is 4, 5, 6. So basically, Blob, in order to break away from somebody, he would have to roll anything except for a 1. And if an opposing character wants to break away from him, they have to pretty much roll a 6 to break away, because it's -2, and roll 5 is 3, 4, 2, so on. So, and also to elaborate on that, if somebody's got hypersonic speed, and let's say Monel has hypersonic speed, and he's like, normally he would just kind of like whiz right past them, but he would do a 1. Oh, he would fall over. 1, 2, 3. Once he hits this and adjacent to Blob, he has to stop. So if he does that movement, he was thinking, well, I'm going to attack over here. I'm going to base this person over here, but he's got to stop. 1, 2, 3, and basically his free attack has got to be against Blob. Okay, and then you would have to roll breakaway, and okay. Let's see if I have any special notes on that one. I did not. Okay, Force Blast. This was changed just a little bit too. The normal one and the Force Blast is going to be represented by Lightning Lad over here. Okay. So the normal one was give this character a power action and roll a d6. A single adjacent opposing character is knocked back from this character, a number of squares equal to the result. So let's say you put a troll right next to him. He wants to get that dude out of there. It used to be that you would just do a power action, roll d6. Let's say he rolled a 5. the troll would automatically be knocked back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? But then they changed it a little bit. The second rule that it's allowing is when this character hits with an attack, you may choose that it generates knockback if it doesn't already. So when they hit with an attack, that includes a close combat attack and a range combat attack. So let's say close combat attack, we would do the same exact thing. You get knocked back the amount of damage that the character takes. But let's say he is right here. Troll's right here. Well, he's going to attack the troll with a range combat attack, 10 against a 17. And then, if he's got some kind of defense like invincible or something like that, because he's hitting with penetrating damage. But whatever damage he would take is knocked back of the damage equal. So it's a range combat attack using Force Blast. Alright, the next ability is Sidestep. This is one of the new pink powers. And that is give this character a free action, and it can move with a lock speed value of 2. So, pretty much, character I'm going to be using is Gamora from the new Guardians of the Galaxy set. Basically, she's got Sidestep or on top click. Anytime during your turn, you can go ahead and move her 2 squares for free. So, we're going to say Drax is a friendly, and Lightning Lad's a friendly, and Saturn Girls is a friendly. So there's no, stopping her from after she's based. So basically, she can go, if there's danger coming in, she can go ahead and move, attack, and then basically, but she's got 0 range, so I don't know how she would attack with range. But she would go like 1, 2. Or if, let's say, Saturn Girl was an opposing character and she was like right here and she wanted to get her with like blades, she would go 1, 2 for free action, and then she would do her attack. 1, 2. If she ignores other characters for movement, and if she's based, she would do she would do her blades and then do the 1, 2. So it just gives you extra. If she's got charge, for like 6, you would do 1, 2 with a sidestep. Like if it said like sidestep, free sidestep, and then your regular charge, you would do 1, 2, 3. So basically it just increases your speed. Or if she wants to move away 10, she could do 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, So, there you go. Just, you add on 2 extra squares. Okay, so moving on, we got Hypersonic Speed. Hypersonic Speed will be represented by Mon-El. So, okay. And we're actually going to... Alright, this should work. Okay, so give this character a power action and move it up to its speed value. It adds 2 to its d6 roll when breaking away, and can use the improved movement, and that is through... it can move through squares adjacent to opposing characters. During its move, this character may, as a free action, make 1 close combat attack or a range combat attack with its range value halved for the attack. This character must be in a square where it could legally end its move in order to make the attack. Okay, so let's say I don't have an object available for me. Alright. So let's say he wants to attack Ronan the Accuser. Okay? And he's got a 12 speed for hypersonic. So basically, Collector's friendly to him, and Giganta is friendly to him. So basically what he's going to do is he's going to use his hypersonic. He already flies, so he ignores hindering. So basically he's just going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Attack with that. Would attack Ronan the Accuser. And after that, unless Ronan the Accuser has like plasticity, he can automatically just do the rest of his 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And let's say he came from further out where he had to do his full 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going for an object or something. 10, 11, 12. Okay? So he just based Ronan using his whole 12 speed. So he does the attack. His next turn, instead of just breaking away normally, he would have to break away by rolling a d6. And that would be +2 to his speed value. So basically he just needs to roll anything but a 1 to break away successfully. I played earlier this week against a guy who played the new Superboy Prime from Warvite. Basically, he was crowded with like a whole bunch of guys, a whole bunch of my guys, and before the weaponeer could come over, he tried to break away. And so he was like, okay, I'm going to break away, use hypersonic, and he rolled the dice, and he rolled a 1. So, taking the power action, and basically he's a sitting duck. So that is basically hypersonic there. And remember that if you want to do let's say somebody's got combat reflexes for their defense, and he just wants to do a hypersonic with range attack. He's got a range of 10, so he would have to half that. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then the range is just 2, and he can move away 7 after that. So that's what that is. That's just saying that you can't move like a full 12 and then use your full 10 range for the ranged combat attack. Okay. Oh, almost lost the map there. Alright, and the next ability, we've just got 2 more left. The first one is Stealth, and that is done by Nebula. She is in hindering right now. Top click is Stealth. That's the black one. When it's not your turn, hindering lines of fire drawn to this character are blocked. So basically, not unless you're adjacent to her. Like if Rocket Raccoon was adjacent to her, he could go ahead and attack her, but he can't draw a line of fire. So basically, what I say is it's more like a slap in the face. You know, you're just like, oh, there's somebody there. I'm going to just do a regular attack and just punch him upside the face. So that's basically what it's sort of like with Stealth. There are certain team abilities that can get through Stealth. You know, we all know about the Superman and the Avengers Initiative. I believe those are the 2 of the most popular ones, and they have begun with improved targeting through hindering, which will basically just say that your stealth doesn't exist. And then another thing to remember is that when you get to the damage abilities like Prob, Perplex, and Outwit, if you want to do either of those 3 to that character, you can't, because all those powers you have to draw a line of fire to that character, and if they're in hindering, you can't draw a line of fire to that character. Okay, so that's what Stealth is, and always remember you get automatic stealth with the Batman team ability. So, okay. And running shot is the last ability, and I have. Who did I have? Oh, I had Koroth the Pursuer. He's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy that first encounters Star-Lord, and he's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Star-Lord, man." And he's like, "Who?" And he's like, "Never mind." You know. But anyways, we got running shot. He's got running shot for 7 speed with 5 ranged. For 5 range. Basically what it is give this character power action, have its speed value for the action, and then move this character up to its speed value, and it may be given a range combat action as a free action. So remember the action. Instead of an attack, it's an action. So basically some of the stuff that you can use, he's got a special attack right now. I don't know what it is, but we're just gonna go with regular range attack. Here's some of the stuff you could use because it's a ranged combat action for free. You could use energy explosion, incapacitate, penetrating psychic blast, pulse wave, and super strength, but only to throw the object after you complete your running shot. So if you whiz past an object and you have super strength for some reason, you go ahead and automatically pick it up, finish your movement, and then basically you're throwing the object. So sort of like football, you know, have a quarterback, you know, may run a little bit and then throw it. You know, that's basically what it is, like throwing an object. So basically what he would do is, let's say he is attacking Ronan the Accuser here. He's basically going to do his 7, which in Heroclix we always round up, so it would be 8. So you would half that to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to do the full 4, but we're just going to do 3 right now. And then he would do up to 5 squares away for an attack. 1, 2, 3. He'd be able to hit him with either of those combos or a regular combo or whatever. Most of the common ones that you see is penetrating psychic blast and pulse wave. Okay, so that's about it for the speed powers that I got for you. Hopefully, you know, some of this stuff most people already know about, but it's the smaller stuff, the smaller throw-ins into each of the speed powers that maybe you didn't quite know about. So, and you know, like I always say with these videos, with the powers and abilities type videos, is that if I could teach one person how to use an ability, use a power, and properly, you know, if I could teach one person, you know, I did my job. So, all right, so go ahead and like, comment, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us at Twitter at @PerplexDamage or Instagram for PerplexDamage, and go ahead and down below leave us a comment, and if I made a mistake on any of these powers, or if you want to add in special things, feel free to go ahead and correct me or add in something. You know, I'm not perfect, so but at least I try. So, all right. So remember, next time you're going for that KO, don't forget to perplex your damage. Later, guys.